It's not one thing, it's another. I always forget to close. Actually, I usually. Leo, you want to be in the video? He hears me talking, so he thinks somebody's here. He's like, "What's going on?" Anyway, doing kind of a almost like a flashback tonight. I mentioned this on well, not this beer, but all right. So this is the beer, Liquid Vinyl Black IPA by Broken Strings Brewery. They're out of Claremont, Florida, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. Hybrid style combining a stout and IPA, which is really true. Chocolate and coffee notes derived from the roasted malts round out the copious amounts of hops added late in the boil and from dry hopping. The perfect beer to sit down and enjoy while listening to your record collection. Now this was canned on January 21st, so it's what, like 7 months old. But disclaimer: this is not the first time that I've had spearheaded on my last episode of the Geek 2 podcast about 2 months ago. So I was at Total Wine. I saw they still had a couple cans with left. And I was like, that was a good beer. I just didn't get to review it at the time. So we're gonna give it a do-over. As always, the foam did come up to the rim of the glass. It is. I mean, it looks black on camera, but it's really deep dark brown. It is. It definitely was a little I don't know, swamp watery coming out of the can. It's definitely unfiltered. I gotta say, for a 7 month old can, it does not smell like it. I don't get any oxidation on here. I get a lot of hops. Really citrusy, mostly orange or grapefruit, a little bit of both, and definitely pine too. I always think with black IPAs, that those piney hops, really East Coast style, work really well with the style. I mean, citrus is fine too, but I would not go like tropical or like herbal, earthy, anything like that. Definitely not like continental hops. You want like American Pacific Northwest hops. Yeah, so like citrus, pine. I don't know if I'd say coffee. A little bit of like cold brew coffee in there, something like that. Yeah, there's a roasty kind of a chocolatey kind of smell to it. So what I was saying was that on my community post the other day, I said, when was the last time you saw an IPA aside from a hazy one? Because everybody just makes hazy IPAs these days. I remember like 10 years ago when everybody was making black IPAs and white IPAs, red IPAs, rye IPAs, Belgian IPAs. And now you never see them anymore. It's just everything is either like West Coast or New England style hazy IPA. There doesn't seem to be. I can't even remember the last time I saw a white IPA. So um, let's dive in here. Cheers. Hmm. Well, I said on the aroma it was really citrusy hops with a little bit of pine. It's the opposite as far as the flavor goes. I get a lot of pine, resiny, almost. I'm not gonna go as far as say syrupy, but definitely strong piney hop flavor on here. It does have a little bit of like a green tea flavor, which if they're using Centennial hops, that might account for that. You can see coming out of the can here is not exactly crystal clear. And again, it is 7 months old, so I'm sure there's some settling. Leo, you want to go outside? Here. Sorry, I had to close the window because the cicadas were going, and they stopped like right as I started filming. That's convenient. Yeah, so pretty strong. Just resiny, piney hops, a little bit of like a cold brew coffee flavor in there. And I wouldn't say it tastes like a Guinness, but Yeah, I think the hops are the start of the show here. There is like a chocolate sensation as well. This is pretty good. I kind of have to grade this one on a curve because the can is so old. And also, I can't remember the last time I had a black IPA. It's like nobody makes them anymore. Actually, I can't remember. The last time I had it was this beer 2 months ago. But before that, who can remember? Let me know in the comments if you guys miss the black IPA style or any non-hazy IPA style in general. Yeah, so chocolate. Yeah, a little bit of green tea. Now that I think about it, mostly like a background note. All these flavors I think actually work pretty well together. What was the ABV on this? I think it was strong, not too strong. Six something. I saw it. Oh, 7%. All right, so it's right at the top. Yeah. So yeah, 7% solid. It's like the high end of a single IPA. I would not, since ventures into double IPA territory. Um, Although actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I think one of my all-time favorite black IPAs was Since You're Iniquity. Man, that takes me back a long time. 'Cause I remember that reviewing that back in my Albany apartment. So, and I think that was a double. That was like 8 or 9%. This is for 7%. This has a lot of flavor. It's very smooth. It's very comfortable in the mouth. I'd probably say it's about yeah, about a medium body, maybe even medium full. Maybe even full. Feels about the same body, same thickness as the KBS from the other night. And also, like, I think that this kind of sticky, resiny hop sensation kind of like gives it like a syrupy, you know, it may not actually be that thick. It's just like you're tasting a, sappy kind of flavor. So your brain just assumes that you're, drinking something thick. Like if it had like a maple syrup flavor, you might think like it's syrupy. Yeah, so I'll say medium full body, probably about medium carbonation. Yeah, pretty well carbonated. I will say the KBS was a little more tepid than this one, but yeah, this is drinking really nice. I'm surprised, especially considering the age of the can. I don't know if this brewery still makes this beer or not. It's funny because this is a Florida beer. Like I said, they're like an hour and a half from here. But I guess that Total Wine, which is about half hour from here, and it's like they can't ship anything fresher, or like this was, they only do this like maybe like around Christmas or something. I'll have to go to this brewery or something sometime. Anyway, gotta say, I really like this beer. Maybe just because it's been such a long time that I've had a black IPA. I'm counting the time I had this 2 years ago or 2 months ago, and yeah, I think like there is like a little bit of an age on this can. Like you get like a tiny little bit of cardboard on here, um, or sherry. Just classic oxidation, but it's not distracting at all. And like if you know, you're not a certified beer nerd like me, you probably wouldn't even notice it. So yeah, as far as rating on this one, when I reviewed it, I did a text review of this on Instagram back in June. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I'm probably gonna stick with that again this time. Yeah, now it's warming up. Like, yeah, I can definitely get that oxidation a little more. But look at that gorgeous lacing on the can too. Usually old beers, um, like the head fizzles away quick, and you don't get that much lacing unless it's like a super hoppy or super malty beer. But yeah, I really like this one. I would love to try offsetting this with like some kind of food or cheese, maybe steak, some kind of red meat, maybe. Gotta do pizza or chicken jalapeno poppers. Some kind of cheese, like super sharp cheddar, I think would be really good with this. Yeah, so, all right, we are over 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Chris said, I have to admit, I haven't any black IPAs. Try to find some. Yeah. They're kind of hard to come by. Like, I think if you go to brewery tap rooms, they're probably, you might be able to find one where, it's tap only. Not too many breweries put them in bottles or cans anymore. But yeah, if you're in Florida and you can see this, check this out. It's actually pretty good. So yeah, check this out. Liquid Vinyl Black IPA by Broken Springs. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 out of 5. And I think if it's fresh, it's probably closer to, you know, 4.5, if not better. So maybe I'll make a trek out to the brewery someday. But yeah. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys